least I don't suck about dick, but I'd say instantly. Though.
If you saw a guy sucking his own dick, you had to bet the over 3 minutes, what would you do?
How big is it?
Pretty big.
Damn.
All right, boys. What's something that's been absolutely blowing your minds lately?
Damn, dude.
People.
What people?
People been blowing my mind.
Yeah. People have been blowing my mind too.
What kind of people, bud?
You know what kind of people I'm talking about.
Yeah. He's talking about.
I do actually. Now that you said that, I guess I do.
He's talking about MAGA.
Whoa.
They're
Don't say
really
that.
blowing his mind.
I'm gonna lose views as soon as you say MAGA. I'm talking about people who think
He's helping you.
You said what?
I'm talking about people who think they can evolve into something they're not.
Like a Charmander turning into a.
Pikachu, you know what I
Charizard?
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't evolve that way.
Give us an example. I'm a little confused.
Bring
You
us
know
into
what I'm
this
talking about.
world.
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
Oh, now I do. I thought I did, and now I know.
Yeah.
And now you know.
Are you talking about trans people?
Whoa! No!
It's Transformer Robot in disguise.
Bronies.
Bronies.
No, people think they can be dogs.
Oh, yeah. People think.
Oh.
You cannot be a dog.
I understand.
that
Oh,
a
like
little thing
that
about-
one clip of the dude who like the guy's like sit and the guy or roll over and you got roll and everybody's clapping.
Yeah.
just one guy?
But I want to be a dog. And
That's
I want my
that's a
belly
very
rubbed.
interesting video.
Yeah. But it's just one guy, though.
That's why I don't think I'd be a great father, because I'm like, why are you guys clapping at a human being rolling over real quick?
That's why you don't think you'd be a great father?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I have
not
zero
gonna make that kid.
disdain
Will you
towards
make that
it.
kid?
I'm just like, this is interesting.
Yeah, no, I'm just very curious on what's going through their head.
Isn't it like weird though that things have gone so crazy that nothing seems crazy, or nothing seems like
that
real.
crazy.
Yeah, because everything feels like, oh, that's happened before.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting kind of desensitized to how wild shit is getting.
10 years ago, I was stunned when I found out that there's people who get off to girls sitting on balloons.
And that was funny.
And I remember when that was a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, they called it something.
I paid for it.
You paid for it? Yeah.
Or cake stopping or whatever.
Yeah, all that stuff. I was
Still
mind blown
have to
about that. And now the stuff that they're doing is so much crazier that I miss those days.
And I think everything from like politics to like fetishes to everything's got so crazy that things that used to be funny because it was kind of bizarre is not that funny anymore.
Yeah.
That's what's sad to me is I used to like giggle at everything, but now it's just reality.
I laugh at I saw the people who pretend like they're riding a horse.
Yeah.
And they go over all the obstacles.
That was
pretty good.
I still think that's pretty funny.
That was pretty funny.
I mean, not like laugh at funny, but I'm definitely laughing a little bit.
I'm laughing at for sure.
Hobby horsing's pretty cool.
It bums me out.
So sick, dude.
Why does it bum you out?
Because part of it is like, man, like there has to be something else you could do. Like for real.
Yeah.
But because it's like any hobby like that where you're going to competitions, you're training for it, that takes a lot of time, bro. And at the end of it, it's just like, okay, you just pranced around with the fake horse.
You remember in like a more, I guess, I don't want to say ancient, but like historically speaking, there's always like really unique traditions. Whether it's, maybe it's like in Japan, it's like that like naked into the lake run thing. You know what I'm talking about? Where everybody gets like butt naked and just literally sprints into like the lake in this one town.
That sounds fun.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's just like really weird.
That sounds cool.
That sounds cool though. Like, but in this, what Nick's talking about is like people are on the horse, right? Yeah. And then they hit the obstacle, and you see the bar go down, and then they just.
And they're like, that's wave one, next wave up.
And then you think about like how many hours did it take for them to like work hard on this?
But I'm glad that it exists though, because I think when I watch that, I'm like, they're all in on the joke.
Yeah.
But then when they're devastated, you're like, oh, it's so real.
Maybe it started as a joke thing and then it just got serious.
became
so
like
real.
fluke tog, or you know what I mean? Like it was just kind of like a gag. Sort of like the lumberjack.
Like Scientology.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. I'm thinking about like,
got too
okay,
good.
let's just backtrack a little. Let's think about, or let's think if it were like aliens coming down for the first time, and then we see a bunch of people at some sort of like, you know, festival or carnival, and it's like there's like tug of war or like watermelon eating contest or hot dog eating, right? And it's like it's normalized now with the Kobayashis and all that stuff, but like Imagine the first time you're witnessing, you're like, why are human beings doing this?
Because it's kind of lit. You're like, this is kind of fun. Actually.
It's also like
This is a
you
cool
can't really
spectacle.
talk shit at how like successful it is too, because there's a lot of people watching that more than they're going to your shit.
Yeah.
Like, like clearly, then you can't really be like that sucks.
So I just assume there's gonna be like 100 hit or miss things.
No, for sure. I'm obviously joking, but it's like at the same time you look at it.
I can see you're just saying.
I'm not joking. No, but because you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, this is probably some shit where it's like a small town where people got nothing to do, and they're like, hey, let's just have a little fake little horse competition. This is fun.
Yeah.
And it became a weird trend.
But I understand that's too PC. Let's start hating on everything. It's more traction, more content. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that it's fucking dumb.
I think it's an engagement thing.
Explain.
I like to think that they were really
Elaborate.
doing it because like they believe in it, and then like the views came organically because they believe in it.
And they're just gonna keep doing it because it's like, oh, this is people are watching this.
That's why I think, because didn't L. Ron Hubbard say, like, hey, like, I'd start my own religion and get tax exempt status, that'd be kind of tight.
Yeah.
And
Would
then-
that be funny, guys?
Yeah, and then it kind of kept going and going, and then
it
some
got
people were like, what's
serious.
funny about it? And then, like, he just starts to be like, oh, shit, yeah, I guess this is our real thing.
Yeah. We have to get a corporation now.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
It's
what
the
do you
biggest
think? What do you think? What is that called?
Hobby horsing.
Okay, what do you think hobby horsing people are looking at like power slap people thinking?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's like,
of course.
It's just cultural.
Yeah,
It's
of
like when you
course.
look at clogging. You know
What's
I mean?
clogging?
It's like it's the tap dance stuff but they're like this and it's all legs.
Oh yeah. That's
That
kinda
looks
cool.
sick.
I put power slap in the same category.
I guess they're
as
not
the
always like this, but-
As a hobby horsing?
for
But
sure.
see, I make fun, but then I'd rather watch hobby horsing than most things.
Power slap or hobby horsing?
I'm going hobby horsing.
I'm gonna check out hobby horse.
But like they look at the fucking they must be looking at takeovers like those guys are all fucking insane.
Oh, like the street takeovers? That is crazy.
You guys ever watch Best in Show?
Great movie.
Oh, like it's a movie?
The movie's
Are you talking
really
about the
good.
dog
Christopher
thing?
Guest.
But the actual dog thing.
Oh, the dog thing is crazy.
It's real
It's
fun.
wild.
The actual
It's
like
real fun.
the pageant, the actual one?
Yeah.
Because they'll be like, this bitch is wonderful. This bitch is, look at the prance.
They smell
They're
their
touching their
they look at
balls.
They
Yeah.
look at their butt
It's
and they
crazy.
go perfect. They measure it and they're like, oh wow. And they go through the little thing. They're
And
real
that's like
cute.
an
They're real cute.
age-old culture, like that they've been
yeah.
doing that forever.
I don't want to brag, but pugs won last year, so they won the small dog class. Yeah, it's a big deal. First time a pug's ever won.
Big for the breed.
Pugs are up. You know what I'm saying?
They're up big.
You should sell high.
It's only downhill from here, yeah. I would sell.
Hydraulic press maybe, but I don't know about selling.
Every sport started as a dumb little thing
sure.
that evolved into this fucking professional thing.
I can't talk. I do jiu-jitsu.
Or just like a
Jiu-jitsu is the
cultural
gayest thing you
celebration,
ever
like
did.
rolling the cheese down the hill and everyone's fucking tumbling after it.
But that's
fun.
fun, and everyone knows it's a joke. A hobby horse, she's acting like it's a fucking horse. Like, why don't you just buy a fucking horse? You know what I mean? Like, why do you?
Just buy a fucking horse, you dumbass.
You're over here putting a stick between your cheeks and shit, and trying to jump over and hurdle over a thing. Like, go fucking field and track.
Subin, can you go to one of these places with a microphone and be like, why don't you buy a fucking horse?
Hey, what's all this nonsense? Just buy a fucking horse.
Dude, my first question would be like, "Yo, are you guys okay? Like, what's going on?"
it's like
Well, aren't they all kids? Like, they're all little girls.
But that goes back to Nick's fucking thing. I feel bad. Like, there's better things to do.
I was just joking.
But what about like hobby horsing? What about hobby horsing compared
I
to
think
like
it's great.
Magic the Gathering? Because then they would argue that you guys are just fucking fat and sitting there and you stink.
Yeah, Subi.
Fuck off. Magic the Gathering's still tight.
Magic?
Is it though? Is it tight?
It's tight.
Hey,
I still have the app on my phone.
We live nearby a really cool game spot where a lot of
that
guys
place
go
is
play.
cool.
They throw it out.
Yeah, they throw it down.
I like it, but I can understand why they would think that's stupid.
I understand why it's very, very culturally niche, but like, it's fucking really nerdy cool.
They're having a lot of fun, dude. When you drive by in there, they're having a fucking
Both
blast.
things are nerdy, cool to them, but at least this one they're getting physical fucking action.
true.
But I could see them dating each other, though.
But that's
like saying, like, compared to fucking Magic Gathering people who suck their own dick, at least they're doing something.
yeah, it's not a win. It's not a win.
But nobody's going to watch that. Nobody's going to watch that at a place.
I think some people would go watch that. I think they would.
They do bets. They would do bets.
Yeah, I'd do that.
I could just
People
I'd
do watch
relate.
Magic the
3
Gathering.
minutes or under.
yeah, but I could just see both sides calling the other one thing and what assets there are.
At least they don't suck about dick is what I'd say instantly. Though.
If you saw a guy sucking his own dick and you had to bet the over 3 minutes, what would you do?
How big is it?
Pretty big.
Damn.
It's also the luck of the draw. Like wherever you're born, and that's what your culture does.
You bend over 3
That's
minutes.
what's cool to you, I guess.
That's true.
Like I do think, which culture is it that does the log throwing?
That's pretty cool.
That's sick.
The lumberjack culture?
That's sick.
Yeah, but are they wearing kilts and shit though?
They're just yeeting all that shit everywhere.
Yeah, they're yeeting logs.
What about the log when they're running on top of the log?
That's sick too.
That's the lumberjack games, yeah.
Hey, you ever see a guy chop a tree down and they have a competition where they're just trying to?
Dude, that's cool.
That's actually
That's
useful.
really cool.
That's like age old.
No, it's cool to us. I mean, it's in the same category. I thought we were talking about wood chopping,
You ever
guys.
seen Indian pole dancing?
Oh, where they backflip onto like the poles and stuff.
Men's Indian pole dancing? That's freaking nuts. It's not pole
I
dancing.
like the one where they're like running and slapping each other.
Oh, jump slapping?
I don't know the rules, but that's crazy.
Jump slap? That's what you call it?
No, but they somehow jump and then they fucking slap your chest.
It's the same thing. They call it power slap.
Power slapping.
You're stupid, dude. I'd watch that power slap.
I would too.
That's way better than the regular power slap.
Yeah.
I would love
Regular
to
power
be
slap's sweet
there.
though.
It's cool.
Like imagine the cultural, like just feeling everybody belief in just like they're about it.
do you
This is
think?
their thing.
What do you think it smelled like?
That's why I want to go to Rednecks with Paychecks. You ever seen that shit?
No.
What's that?
Rednecks with Paychecks is an event in, I think it's in St. Joe in Texas, and it's like a giant mud hole. And everybody who's a rich redneck brings their biggest, like, lifted trucks out. And they just do all lifted truck events.
Oh, when they go through the mud river and then they go, bro.
It's like Glamis, but like low class, but everyone's fucking loaded. Because you gotta be like mad rich to be able to do this.
Is it like Demolition Derby?
No,
They do have stuff like that.
Glamis is like a big ass desert you just roll out to, and then everyone just brings out whatever they can, and you just.
He's so cultured. He thinks we all just. He's like, oh, it's like Glamis.
You've never heard of Glamis being as white as you are.
No.
In my life.
Ever.
Glamis.
Bro.
Have you ever seen a sand rail? Do you know what a sand rail is? Do you know what dune buggy is?
Yes.
So it's a Glamis is an event like the mecca for dune buggies.
Yeah. It's like sand dunes and then you bring your
You know those videos where you see a guy drive a thing up a dune like this?
Like vertical, yeah.
That's Glamis basically.
Got it.
Fucking. That's your people shit.
That's the
I'd rather watch it.
They're like, that's your culture, Steve. You
Dude,
should
that's
know.
literally your culture, man.
I know.
I do have
Stop saying it's my culture because I'm white.
I do have a bucket list thing.
It's the best.
I've got a bucket list thing that's genuinely like I want to participate in this. It's the I don't.
Wait, let's guess it first. What do you think it is?
Here we go.
Subin.
It's already the running. He already did the running with the bulls.
It's in that category.
What do you think it is, Subin?
He wants to go in an hot air balloon in 80 days or whatever.
Nope, not that one.
Dude, knowing Ant, I got his back, so I don't know.
What the hell?
Back? What the fuck?
What are you? What?
That means in it said he's like sucking dick. Don't say
yeah,
it.
don't
Don't
say
say
sucking
it.
dick.
Fuck off. Sucking dick.
Yeah, pretty much. So what were you gonna say though?
It's the tomato fight in Spain.
Oh, that's whack, man. What the fuck, man?
Throw tomatoes at each other?
You said you had his back.
I did, but that was crazy whack.
Too whack.
So they
Tomato fight?
is it like a water balloon fight? but
Have you
just with
never seen
tomatoes?
You
this?
said that was crazy.
I never seen it.
Have you never? Do you even know what it is? Do you know what it is? It's like Glamis without.
Yeah, but tomato fight.
I'm out on the tomato fight.
Yeah,
So
I
how does
like
it work?
tomato
Tell
period.
us. Tell us.
Look it up. Mess.
Look it up. Can you look it up?
Sounds like a waste
You
of
know what?
tomatoes.
It reminds me of the whole, Holy? Or I think it's
Yes, holy. Yeah, I want to do that too.
color fight.
Oh.
That looks pretty tight.
Looks like a mess.
La
dude.
Tomatina.
Oh my god.
All those seeds everywhere.
Bro, look at
They make
that.
Looks like
spaghetti
carry,
after?
dude.
Did they make spaghetti after?
Look at that shit.
I don't want to look at it.
Tomatoes.
Tell me with a bunch of friends, drunk as fuck,
Yeah.
that
okay.
wouldn't be hilarious.
That's better.
I'd rather do water balloons.
got your tomatoes?
With white t-shirts.
Well,
Can you
I
go to
assumed you
Thailand?
knew what it was like Glamis.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, that's great. Is that look like AI? That's a shitload of tomatoes.
Oh, that shit looks sticky.
Dude, this is an
Just the boys
age.
wilding out with
It's an
tomatoes.
age-old annual thing, and like millions of pounds of tomato get brought in. And everybody, literally, the whole street, everybody just goes in the craziest tomato.
Why would they waste all those
Yeah, in
tomatoes?
1945.
1945.
Yeah, they hurl overripe tomatoes at each other.
Oh, so it's been like, oh, what are we gonna do with this harvest?
Yeah.
Let's just chuck them.
Apparently, it started with a spontaneous tomato fight among friends during a local festival in 1945, and then quickly gained popularity. So it was organically made. That's kind of cool.
That's cool.
Tomato fight every
You
year.
don't want to do, it's one I would want to go to because it looks funny. In India, have you ever seen those things where they have like DJ battles? It's not really a DJ battle, but these guys, they'll build a tower of subwoofers and speakers that's like several stories high.
What the Mad Max?
And then somehow like put wheels on that shit
Oh, what the Mad Max?
They wheel them around at other speakers, and they're just trying to blast people with noise. Whoa! To like be the louder one, yeah.
So basically, you just got to put in the biggest eardrum, like fucking blockers, and just.
I don't want to actually. I take it back. I don't want to be there. I just want to like see it from a balcony.
Yeah, you get tinnitus, dude.
Yeah, for real. You don't get tinnitus.
But it looks
Your
crazy,
crickets everywhere
dude.
you go.
Isn't there a Japanese thing where they're pulling a freaking like a tower at high speeds and they're running down the street?
I don't know about high speed, but they do that. They do that when they do parades. Like they have like a god and a
Yeah, it's like a chariot thing.
yeah, and then guys hold
Like
it.
the
and they
penis
fucking
festival.
run. Yeah, different festivals.
There's one where they're running really fast and the shit's tipping and stuff.
shit.
Maybe
I
that's
don't know.
China.
I don't know. They have so many different, I guess, like festivals for each cities, like different gods and shit too.
I guess it's just like I enjoy deeply cultural, like weird, nuanced kind of celebrations. I just wonder if like I guess the hobby horsing, if that becomes the apex of American festival culture, that would be
I hope
crazy.
it's all there.
Have you seen this from my culture? Have you seen Jack Off Karaoke? It's a very deeply rooted in Japanese culture.
Oh, I've seen that.
You have to finish the song before she finishes you.
Oh,
Impossible.
so a chick's jerking you off?
Yeah, so you're singing a song, and then she's jacking you off, and then if you come first, you lose.
I'd rather suck my own dick.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
I'd rather watch it.
That's probably what hobby horsing feels like to them.
That was on national television.
Really?
Yeah, late night TV. Their late night TV is fucking crazy, dude. Yeah. And then you see the jizz like get shot on the ground.
Oh, they show that?
Yeah, they show the jizz like he failed. It goes "Meow," and then like the jizz falls on the ground.
Why did he fail if the jizz comes out?
Because he didn't finish the song in time.
He finishes before the song finishes.
Because he picked Bohemian Rhapsody like an idiot.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody's a mistake.